Massey's been on the run for about a month now, and they're hoping that your tips will land him back here behind bars. Building the pipeline means lower gas prices, more jobs, but also a greater environmental risk. The project should be done by June 30th of 2015, and pedestrians can then have their sidewalks back. These strawberries and even these blueberries can both be considered a carb. Local dietitians say that education is the biggest problem, and most people don't even know what a carb is. More and more police departments are using social media to investigate crimes, and now even possible terrorist threats. I'm here at Hancock International Airport, outside of a hangar where Joe Biden spoke earlier today. He was here to support Dan Maffei. He's wanted for burglary, but police say Jerry Massey is not your typical thief, using an unusual method to break into a home to steal an unusual stash.
He decided to ram his vehicle into a garage at a residence in the town of Clay to gain entry to that residence, where he then stole property from that house, which included a large amount of marijuana.
Massey's been on the run for about a month now, and they're hoping that your tips will land him back here behind bars.
It does concern us because he has the potential of committing burglaries while he's out. Again, and that's one of the reasons why we're hoping to locate him as soon as possible so he doesn't have that opportunity.
Here's your opportunity to step up and take action. Massey is 41 years old, 5'6", with brown hair and hazel eyes. He has a noticeable tattoo on his right arm of a heart with the name Trisha. His last known address was on Boulevard Street in Mattydale. If you know where he is, call the confidential tip line. The Syracuse University men's soccer team is now ranked number 1 in the country, and after pulling out a 2-0 win on Sunday against Duke, they are moving on to the Final Four of the ACC tournament. The program has come a long way in the past 5 years since the university hired head coach Ian McIntyre. Captain Nick Perea agrees.
Our freshman year, we were a 3-win team, so it's great to be able to turn the program around and just see it grow and see it and leave it on a good note. It's our last year. We're trying to make it as far as possible.
On Sunday, there was a record amount of fans in the stadium behind me. Over 2,000 people showed up to support the SU men's soccer team. The average attendance for an SU soccer game is about 1,400 for this season. Midfielder Alex Hallis says the fans help his game.
It just brings another level of intensity for us, and we play for them at the same time, and we played for each other, and it's just another feeling. Can't explain it.
The players are from all over the country and the world, but 2 are from right here in Syracuse. Midfielder Stefanos Stamolakatos from Camillus and goalie Alex Bono from Baldwinsville. McIntyre says they're going to need all the players for a win this Friday.
Very hopeful we should have an invitation to the national tournament. Our goals at the beginning of the year were to make the ACC tournament and hopefully make the NCAA tournament. And now we're fully focused on just Friday and see what happens.
The team leaves for North Carolina on Wednesday and will play in the Final Four of the ACC tournament at 8 p.m. on Friday.
Come on, boys, let's go!
Abby Rosenblum, NCC News. Terrorists launch an attack at a university in Central Africa. Our top story in news around the world. Good evening, I'm Abby Rosenblum. A university in Kenya is trying to recover after the attack today by Islamic militants. The assailants, linked to al-Qaeda, struck the college campus with heavy gunfire and explosions. 147 people are dead, as many as 79 injured, and hundreds are still unaccounted for. Authorities killed the 4 gunmen responsible. Witnesses claim the attack was directed mainly at the school's Christian population. The second black box from the Germanwings flight that crashed into the French Alps has been located. Investigators hope that the recording will be able to shed more light about what happened on the aircraft. The plane's co-pilot is believed to have deliberately crashed the plane into the mountains. Good afternoon, I'm Shante Wright. And I'm Abby Rosenblum. Daryl Gross may be out as the university's athletic director, but he's still giving his side of the story. NCC News reporter Brandon Hillier is live in the studio with more. Pete Sala will serve as the interim athletic director while he is also the athletics director of facilities. Dr. Gross will still work with the university as an adjunct professor in the sports management program and as an advisor to the chancellor. And a major increase in state funding for school districts is in the works. On Sunday, Governor Cuomo announced more than 6% increase in school aid in this year's budget deal, totaling nearly $1.5 billion. Basketball is definitely a young man's sport. Out of more than 11 million brackets sent to ESPN, a Vermont high schooler was one of 14 people in the country who nailed the Sweet 16 finalists.
And that's pretty cool. You know, my bracket was destroyed when Syracuse didn't go to the tournament. So
I just go to basketball games for the nachos and the hot dogs.
True. Dome dogs are pretty good. And that's the NCC News 445 report. I'm Shantae Wright.
And I'm Abby Rosenblum. Thanks for watching and have a good evening.